Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Thursday, April 27th, and I took the day off to make a couple of videos to get things set up for this week and next week because it's going to be a little busy. I did a video earlier today on all of my whips. Giant whip parade, 35 of them. 35. Several of them are really, really close to a finish, so I will be focusing on one of those a week until they're done. Knock that number down a little bit. This video I wanted to do it a little bit different because I did the giant whip parade with my last video, which will either post before or after this one. I decided that today I wanted to go over my haul and also show you, hopefully I can make it work, show you my cross stitch app. It's not mine, but a cross stitch app. It's called X Stitch app, and that's what I use to record and store all the information on all the flosses that I have, the patterns that I have. It acts as a journal, so it can show different stages that a project is in, whether it's kitted or started or finished, and the date. So I wanted to kind of take today's video and go over that a little bit. And I've got some fun things. I spent some time with my mom today. I had to take her to the doctor. We had lunch, and she has been going through some stuff, and she found cross stitch patterns, and she's like, take them, and if you don't want them, give them to Goodwill. There's some cute things in here that I think I can revamp and use, and so we'll go over those books too because it's kind of fun. Anyways, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me today. This video will be a little different than my typical Flosstube videos just because I'm not doing my whips. I didn't have any new starts. That was all covered in, well, the whips were covered in a previous video or a video to follow this one, however I decide to organize it. And so I talk about cross stitch, and I talk about finishing, and a little bit of sewing and quilting, maybe, hopefully at some point. Paper crafting, I like to make cards and gift card holders and treat bags, things like that. So that's what I'd like to focus on with this channel. If you like what you see, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time a video posts from me. I would really, really appreciate it. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back time and time again. See what I've been up to. I enjoy hearing from those of you that comment, and it's kind of fun to read your comments and see what you think, or take your advice and ponder it for a while. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now let's go ahead. My little spending spree started last week. I got a new computer. The other one wasn't working. I couldn't upload my videos. The storage was not good on it, like minuscule. So I got an MacBook Pro, and so it's a little different. So if I struggle, you'll understand why. I'm gonna have to talk to one of my kids and see if there's a way that I can make the screen more like it was on my other computer, which was an HP, just because I'm totally struggling with showing things on screen. It's like opposite. It's very strange. And the other one wasn't like that. I also bought 2 chairs for my backyard. We redid the backyard this fall and winter, and so I bought 2 new chairs, and then I decided, well, I'm just spending money, I might as well buy cushions for the rest of the backyard too, so I did that as well. But now the backyard looks very peaceful, and if we could just get some warm weather in the evening, it would be lovely to sit out there. And we've got some party lights strung in the back. I will try to post a couple pictures so that you can see what we've been up to in the backyard. Some of my flower pots are bare. But that's going to have to wait until probably the end of May before I can get those filled. I want to pay down the credit card a little bit and really sit and think about what it is that I want and how many plants I need to buy, and then go get them. And then I think the backyard will be pretty much set for the time being. We'll see. I also decided that, why do I need to stop spending when I'm buying stuff for the outside? Maybe I should buy some more cross-stitch things. So that's what I did. I don't know. I sometimes think I need to stop watching videos because every video that I watch enables me to buy something new. Anyways, these are the things that I bought. This came from Annabellas. I'm going to show you my Annabelles haul first. Annabella, she has a Flosstube. She does her videos on Friday mornings. She talks about what's new in her shop, a little bit of her life. She has these Bella bundles, and I like the Bella bundles because they're small cuts of fabric, maybe fat quarters, and they're curated to coordinate, and they're really they go really well together so that you can finish projects with different fabrics on the back, but they also coordinate, and it takes all the thought and the work out of it. So this is the first Bella bundle, and they put the label right over where I had to tear at it to get in. Kimberbell, red, white, and blue fat quarters. So this is the first one. The first Bella bundle that I got. So really pretty red, small floral print. And then the blue. I love this one. It's just so summery to me. I don't know. And then I like this one too a lot because it's pretty much the reverse of this one. Get you the pretty side. So I bought that. And then I got, this is called the Stitch Words Fat Quarter. And it's funny because my glasses that I wear to stitch, they're my oldest prescription. And apparently I can't see very well on the thumbnails because I thought I was buying a red and blue floral, but it's really kind of like a red and a gray. I still love it, but so this red here, and then this fabric, which is everything like cross stitch and stitching, super cute, in a really pretty cream and gray, and then the same as the red but in a gray color. It kind of reminded me of a picnic, these two. So about those. Then I got Stitch Flower. These are 3 fat quarters. And they have cross-stitch flowers on them. Really, really cute. I'm going to venture to say this might be a Lori Holt fabric. It doesn't say on my thing. And I don't have any printing on the selvage. So kind of a taupey brown gray, and then the tan, and those both have the white cross stitching, and then the green has blue. Really, really cute. So I had to get that because of the cross stitching. I think these will make really cute pillows, and I think it would look really nice to make one of those to edge the cross stitching of a pattern, if it's the right size and the right piece, to edge it on the front and have this like one of these fabrics on the front and on the back. I think that'd be really cute. And then I think these came from her as well. I'm sure you can find these a lot of places. So if it didn't come from Annabellas, you can find it elsewhere. October House Fiber Arts. I've been eyeballing this one and I thought, oh, I don't need it. But the more I see people purchasing it and the more I look at it, it was always one that I really liked, but not one that I had to have right when Market came out. So no, I waited a month. I don't know. So I bought that. And then I saw this one being stitched by the Contented Stitcher Kim. Hope I got that right. I will link her below. I'll link all of these places below so that you can go check them out if you haven't done so already. But this is the Little Sampler series from, and it's from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. Susan's Little Sampler. And it's small. If you stitch it on 40 count, it'll be about 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. But that butterfly is just gorgeous. NPI, silks, or DMC. So I love it. I have to try it. I'm not sure if I'll do 40 count on this. I might do a 36 or a 32 count. 36 would be 6 1/2 by almost 7 inches. So I might have to try a little bit bigger size on this. We'll see. I think that's all that I got from Annabellas, I think. Then I ordered from Fat Quarter Shop. I watched the finishing tutorial on the hands-on design Polar Plunge series. Now I'm a little confused, so if you know, please answer in the comments below. The finishing boards for this project has 6 boards in it, but I only found 3 patterns. I'm assuming additional patterns might be coming out. Maybe, I hope. I don't know. We'll see. So I got Polar Bear Peak. Again, this is one that I really, really liked. She's taking the proceeds of one or the series, I'm not quite sure, and she is donating the proceeds or all of the, I'm not sure if it's just the proceeds or if it's the entire purchase price to Special Olympics. That is her charity of choice. So, and once I saw her finish it and then I realized what I could do with these, I'm gonna finish it like this, a different color palette. I have, I think, a different snowflake fabric that I would like to use on the back, and or not fabric, paper that I'd like to use in the background of this, and then I'll pick the fabric for the stitched piece to kind of coordinate with that. And then I thought it would be really cute to hang it on a garland, either a rope garland with fabric scraps tied, or a beaded garland, and then to hang wooden snowflakes. When I say wooden, I think I have some, or you can get some maybe like at Michael's or the Dollar Tree. I don't remember if I've seen, I think I've seen them at the Dollar Tree, where you get a package of, I don't know, 6, 8, 10, whatever, and they're very, very thin wood. They are really just meant for like kids crafts or easy, maybe what would be considered a disposable craft. But I'd like to paint them and maybe glitter them or foil them or something to coordinate with this, and then hang a stitched piece and then a snowflake, and then a stitched piece and then a snowflake, and then hang it up against one of the windows. I think it'd be really cute. So I got Polar Bear Peak, Whale Hello There, so cute, and Wally the Walrus. I did not buy, no, that's not true. I did buy the floss. It was one of those things on Fat Quarter Shop. Sometimes you can click on the pattern and then it gives you all of the things that you can click on to buy, and it just dumps it into your cart so you don't have to go and fish for it. And so that's what I did. And these are the colors. Really, really pretty. And I think this is for all three. And maybe if there's 3 more that are coming out, which then that's what I don't know. So if you know, please let me know in the description box below. I might reach out to Kathy Haberman and see if she can tell me. But just a really, really nice color palette. I really like it. So I picked up the flosses so I wouldn't have to think about it. It can all go into a bag, and then I will pick the fabric a little later once I find the paper. It's back here somewhere, my paper that I've got in mind, and hopefully I have pieces that are big enough to do at least 6 of those boards, but for sure the 3. So I picked up that. I also picked up, she was talking about, the Fat Quarter Shop, Kimberly from the Fat Quarter Shop was talking about, and she, not this past week's video, but the video from last week. It's not yesterday's video, the week before. She teased a stitch along for Halloween, and a mystery stitch along, and I've done a mystery stitch along with her before. I did the sunflower one. It's in one of my whips in the whip parade. It's not finished yet, but I lost interest in it a little bit. Partly the repetition of all the sunflowers around the edging. Part of it is that it wasn't as primitive as I typically like. But then when I was showing it and I was looking at it through the lens of the computer, I do like it. Anyways, so I'm considering when she starts to really kind of start promoting that October or that Halloween stitch along, mystery stitch along, I'm thinking about going ahead and doing it. Well, she talked about the fabric, and the fabric is from Fiber on a Whim, and she made a comment about it not maybe having trouble getting it once it sells out. So, in my little brain, I'm like, ooh, go buy it. So I did. I have from Fiber on a Whim, 36 count, Edinburgh linen in pistachio. I'm going to take it out of the bag. In pistachio. Because this is the color fabric that she is using for that mystery stitch along. And it's so pretty, and I figure if I don't use it for that, I've already am thinking like maybe the honey fair might look cute on that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I've got a whole bunch of patterns probably look really cute on this. So I picked up a cut of that. If I like it, I might buy more. I don't know, we'll see. And then I got from Madame Chantilly 4th of July in a jar. I don't know if she has any more of these out in a series, but I loved it. I love the fact that it's a short squatty jar, probably with a cork lid on it. I love the bow. I love the flags. I love the little house with the buntings, the flowers, the fireworks going off inside the jar, the poppies. I mean, I love all of it. So I picked up that. And I picked up also from Barbara Anna Designs, the Spring Cat. This is something that I'm always surprised when I gravitate towards her things, because it's not something that I typically when I think of my style in cross stitching, I don't think that this is something I would like. But I do love her. So I don't love the fabric she's stitched on. So I am going to have to look through my stash and think, and if I don't have anything, think about what I want to stitch her on. I just feel that with the colors that were selected and the fabric that she kind of blends in a little bit too much for my taste. But I picked this up and it's all DMC, and this is 28 count brown, hand dyed effect even weave by Fabric Flare. So I'm gonna have to look around. I got some credit card points that I can spend on things, so I'm thinking I might be doing a fabric purchase here in a month or two, and hopefully stock up on some fabrics, because I really like the linens. But if I were to get like a full yard of linen, which I'd really like to do, it's $100. It's not going to buy me much linen with my points, but anyways, that's what I'm thinking. Spring Cat. So kind of excited to start that one. And then I ordered some flosses for my Eliza's Birds 1849, and I picked up a couple extra skeins. Oops. So I've got from Weeks Dye Works. So I've got Begonia and Lancaster Red and Grits. So I picked up some floss, and then I picked up another cut of linen. This one is Mirage Edinburgh linen, 36 count. Just a small piece, but look at that modeling. I love it. I love it. And then stitching with the housewives, I did a download. I bought a download pattern. I think the finishing piece on this is so cute, and I may order it. Finishing is done on Berry Basket from PaisleyandPolkaDots.com, and it's super cute. But I did Farm Fresh Berries, and I love the bow. I love the strawberries. It would be really cute in my kitchen window for the summer. So I picked that up. I think the download was like $5. And I did the download from their Etsy shop, and it is Stitching Housewives on Etsy. So I got that. I think that's it for purchases. I do have other purchases that have come in. I bought some things for my lemon and bee tier tray. Those are coming in. And I did buy, I think I have another order of a couple of like supply things for cross stitching too that should be coming in. I'll cover that in the next video so that you don't lose anything. Now, my little treasures that my mom passed on to me. I was cracking up, and then I sat down with my glasses on and I actually looked at them, and I'm really excited. These are from the 80s, the late 70s, and I won't stitch out of all of these books, but there's one or two pieces in here that I would like to work on. First one is Many Minis, and this is from 1980, Leisure Arts. I think it's Leisure Arts. It doesn't say. We Designs, 1980. This was their third printing of the book. Quite popular, I suppose. But what I'm thinking of right now, what's really popular are those little mini embroidery hoops. They have oval, they have round, they have hexagon and hearts, and I can see this wreath done. Oh, here's a better picture. It's a little closer up. I can see the wreath done, the turkey done, the fall leaf done. Look at this. Oh, it's a bird. Maybe it's a bird cage. It looks like it might be a cloche with birds in it. I think it would be really, really cute. I have an idea. I'm sure somebody else has come up with it too, but I'd like to get some of those and stitch these to fit, or they'd be cute as covered buttons for other projects. So much to my surprise, I'm like, ooh, yay. I didn't think I would have anything out of these that I would like to stitch. A Stick and Puff Christmas. The names, I just, you can't make it up. Banar, Banar Designs, 1982. They're all right. Not really my style. I'm not sure that this might get passed on. I don't know. Unless I can maybe try stitching one. Not the bear. The bears actually look like monkeys to me. But maybe one of the cat ones would be okay. And maybe stitch it on a linen and finish it differently. Then maybe it would be okay. Maybe not do out. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. I might pass this one on. Love That Country Hopscotch by Burdett Publications, printed in 1984. You got carousel horses and ducks flying through the, I don't know what that is, cattails, strawberries, a rooster, and actually it's this rooster right here that I'm most interested in on this one. Why? Because you can never have too many chickens in your kitchen. And they have the strawberry one on the back, which I kind of like. Let's see if I can't get it better. Look, geese. Do you guys remember the geese? And then I like that design at the bottom, that star design. Updated colors, it would probably be really, really fun. Really pretty. Count on Cappy, a book of 44 magnets or miniatures. Cappy Originals, 1983. Again, those tiny little embroidery hoops. Oh, look at the fish right here. And the caterpillars, strawberries. So they could be updated or they could be buttons. On the back, there's some different ones. You got a ship, flowers, a bun. Oh, that bunny's cute. Look, the birds, bluebirds. Bluebirds right here. So I think this one will stay with me for a while. Quick Thoughts by Graphique Needle Arts Limited, 1980. I like these. I think these might be coming back a little bit. The jar finishes, you'd stitch, and I think my mom did this where she stitched a jar lid and then covered a jar of like homemade preserves or whatever. So that could be fun. I'll have to contemplate this one a little bit. I think some of these can be updated. I watched a video from one of you, and I will figure out who it is. The name escapes me, but she took an old pattern and she stitched on a different fabric type and a color, and didn't do back stitching, and updated the flosses with maybe Weeks Dye Works or something like that, and it really took a pattern from the 80s and it brought it into the 21st century, and it was really cute. So I'm contemplating that a little bit. And then this one, let me block out. She put her name and address. Oop, that's not going to work very well. Name and address on this one. I don't want to tell everybody where she lives. Well, that's not going to work. We'll get a sticky note. So this is the premiere issue of Cross Quick, easy projects for cross stitch lovers. And it was printed in August, September of 1988. I'm going to tell you right now, I think this is why my mom bought it. She's very patriotic and she loved the bears. It is a really cute sampler. Let's see if I can find a couple other projects in here. Bon Appetit. So these were, looks like they were finished in a tart tin and then made into like a recipe card holder. Really cute. If you want to do a napkin set, and it tells you how to finish off the napkins. These are paper that just have the, like on the Santa, it's red perforated paper, and the Santa face, beard, and the trims are what's stitched on it. It's not my favorite. Just a simple sampler in the right colors, updated on a linen or a different kind of fabric. Might be kind of fun. Of course, wouldn't be the 80s without geese. And bunnies. This is really cute. This food is cooked with pride and love and served with my good wishes, and I don't ask for thanks or praise, but I could use help with the dishes. I have a sign in my kitchen that says, wishes won't wash dishes. People look at it and they read it and they laugh. I'm like, no, you're supposed to help with the dishes. And then for babies, these are cute. These would be cute just done up and framed maybe. Or if you've got like a child's bed or bathroom and you've got like ducks, that would be cute in the bathroom. Just really cute. Bookmarks. So the premiere issue is jam-packed with all kinds of fun projects. Next, this is a Leisure Arts leaflet, Animal Crackers, 1989. Looks just like them. Graphic Works Limited. I don't think 1984. Some more miniatures. And then another one, Leisure Art Have a Heart, mini series number 9, 1986. Now, I will say that these little heart people, if they're done right, with maybe with updated coloring on a linen maybe, or a Lugana, or an even weave where it's not, the squares are there but they're not as defined, this might be really cute updated. It would be cute if you stitched it, and then I have a in my paper crafting, I have a tag die that you can it has like a cross stitch grid or a needlepoint grid, whatever it is that you're into. Some of these would be really cute on that tag, and then you could put it on a package or in a frame or what have you, on a card. I don't know why I love this. I think it reminds me of my childhood. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what I brought home from my mom's. She also gave me a book, and I didn't bring that out here, but it's I think it's on the history of needlework or something. It's a paperback book, and it's I just kind of glanced at it. I haven't really looked at it to even tell you what it's about, but I will look at it. If I think it's interesting, I'll talk about it in one of my future videos. But yeah, so that's it for the haul. How am I on time? 37 minutes. What we'll do now is I will go ahead and I'm going to set up my phone, and I'm going to show you how I record my haul and keep track of things. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is our Cross Stitch Plus app, and as you can see on the home page, it gives you just a snapshot of how many entries you have for journal entries, charts and kits, threads, linens, beads. Of course, like any system, it's only as good as the information that you put into it. I do like this. The purpose for me using this is to have everything that I own at my fingertips, no matter where I'm at. You can see we're going to click on inventory. It lets you take inventory of your threads, charts, linens, and beads. I currently don't have any beads, but Mill Hill beads are what it will track, which is kind of nice for those of us that like to use the beads. And then threads. It gives you, I think, a pretty comprehensive list of all of the thread makers. And we're going to then look at charts. And same thing with charts. You can look by chart or by maker. Same thing with linens. You can look at a full list, or if you have a particular manufacturer that you're looking for, you can search that way. We are going to go into our flosses, and I believe we're going to go into Classic Colorworks, and we are going to look at our Classic Colorworks. We're going to record an entry here. To look for the thread, you can scroll down, but to keep you guys from getting dizzy, I'm going to go ahead and just type in the search, and I'm looking for stepping stones in my stash, and I don't have it. If I had it, it would have popped up there. So I'm going to click on that plus button at the top, and I'm going to go down and scroll. The grayed out words I already have. The black ones I do not, and I'm sorry if this is making you dizzy. I'm going to scroll down to stepping stones. I'm going to put a check mark there. I'm going to go to the next thread, which is tartan plaid, and then I believe we're going to add thundercloud. And then you're going to click the save button at the top, and it will give you a little message that it may take you a few seconds to save, but it does it pretty quickly. Saving 3 threads. And then it pops it into your list here. So now if we type in stepping stone, it will pop up. And here, if you have more than one skein, you can go ahead and increase the quantity that you have. And if you have a note, you can put a note in it as well. In my notes, I put the projects that I'm using my threads for. And then when I am done using that, or when I finish that project, I come in and I go through all of the threads again and I pull them out so that I know that that's no longer a project that's in the works, and the thread goes back into my stash or onto the next project. Click save. You can click delete if you want to delete the whole thread altogether, and that little shopping cart will show you in a little while. It'll drop it into a shopping list for you as well. Now it's saved, and you can see that I've got two skeins of stepping stones, and it is going into the polar plunge bag. DMCs gives you all the different DMCs, and you can see just by looking at it at a glance, I've got some of these colors already in a project. I've got well, as long as I have put the project in and done my notes, which I haven't been very good about this in the last couple of months, I would say. But in the black, you can see all of the different projects that calls for 310 black in DMC. So if I'm out or I need some for a project, I can go to one of these projects and pull out what I need or pull the black, use it, and then put it back. As I use a skein, I lower the quantity, and then it gives me a fairly decent count of how many skeins of a particular floss I have on hand. Again, you hit save, and then it updates everything for you on your home page. Charts. Again, you can search by the chart, or you can search by designer. We're going to go ahead and add a new chart. Here's my list of charts. You can do it by list this way, or in a little bit you will see that I have it by thumbnail, so you get a bigger picture, a bigger image of the picture, so you can see it a little bit better. If you don't want to look at the words, you just want to look at it visually for a picture for identification. It does it, organizes in alphabetical order. The flosses are done in numerical or alphabetical. Makes it very easy to find. Here I'm entering farm fresh berries. If I can get my little fingers to type properly. And then the designer, okay, stitching with the housewives, and then notes. I can type, we'll take a photo of it first. And then in notes, if I'm using a particular fabric, I'll put it in there, or if this is a PDF. So I do put down when I have a PDF in my notes. That way, if I misplace the pattern and I look and I see it's a PDF, I can just go to my computer and print off another copy, no problem. I will also record, like if I've lent my pattern out to somebody or if I've gifted it to somebody, I will make a note in there as well so that I don't forget that I've already had that pattern, and I don't duplicate and waste money on a pattern that I've already completed or already had in my stash. Here, you can go into the journal. The easiest way for me is I click on the pattern and then I click the journal entry. And it gives me You can mark it as kitted, started, finished, wish list. And then it gives you an opportunity. You put in the start date, the finish date, the linen notes, and the project notes. Project notes would be if you do any floss substitutions, that kind of a thing, or if there's something special about it. If you took out the date of the sampler, but you put in your anniversary date, something like that, you could put in there if you wanted to. When you're done, you would click save and it would save it. If you go straight to journal from the bottom and put in a new pattern or a pattern that you already have, I think it duplicates it. So it complicates things a little bit. So if you just get in the habit, everything is done through chart, and then you can do a journal entry from there. It's really nice because it's all in one app. It's all right there at your fingertips. All you have to do is update it. And you don't wind up with duplicates. So these are all of my started projects. I don't have any in the wish list. I have a few in kitted. That's harder for me because sometimes it takes me a few months to kit a project if I need supplies. And then this is my list of finished projects. And then here is the snapshot where you get a little bit bigger picture of what you have. If that works for you, you can do it that way as well. Here we're going to go ahead and add a linen. If you click on the plus at the top, it very similar as you do for threads or charts. You're going to enter the color. And in the color, I also put the type of linen that it is. So this is Mirage Edinburgh linen. I'm not sure who the maker is at this point in time. So I've decided I'm going to try to not enter a maker. Thread count, it's 36. And here I do put the cut that I have purchased just so I know how much that I have on hand. And then notes, if there's anything in particular, where you purchased it, what chart you want to use it for, you can put it in notes. I do take a photo of the linen. This one I did with the sticker on it. You save the photo and then you click save. Oh, I can't because I don't have a linen maker. I looked at the tag again and it said PTP. So I scrolled down and I think pretty confident it's Picture This Plus linen. So I entered that in and I clicked save and it would take it, and I've added a linen to my stash. And it'll take you back to the list, and well, if you started from the list, it would. You can now go into search linen and it will be there. This is also one, I'm not very good when I've used up a linen of taking it out. And I think my rationale for that is I want to know what I have had so that I know, if I liked it or not. I can see that by the color. Also in the tools section of the app, it has a fabric calculator, so you can enter all of the information with a border, without a border, and it will tell you how big your piece will be or how big you need to cut your fabric based on your border size. The shopping cart, if we go to DMC, cotton, I need a skein of number 210. I click on the shopping cart at the top and it drops it into the shopping list here. To delete it, you just click on it and it will give you those options, and I click delete. It takes it right out of my shopping list. Here are the settings. You have journal stats, chart stats, everything that you need is there. It's $10 a year, in my opinion. While it's not perfect, I do like it a lot, and I think it's very, very useful. Okay, so hopefully I can splice everything together and it'll work just fine. that is how I record and keep track of my flosses, fabrics, and charts. What's kitted, sometimes what's started, what's finished, that kind of a thing. It will be very, very helpful when I am out at a needle workshop, if I can ever get to an actual brick and mortar needle workshop. We don't have any around here. Then if I see something and I forget that I have it, I can always check my app because it updates, and make sure that I don't buy any duplicates unnecessarily. So that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you found it helpful and just gave you a different view of how you can keep track of your stash and your flosses and fabrics and all your stitchy things. If you liked the video, please take a moment again and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great rest of the day and happy stitching.